What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to talk about the Abyss and how to do the Abyss. Some pointers of getting a higher score in the Abyss. All that. All you need to know about the Abyss. And if I have noise in the background, I'm sorry. I do apologize because my son will be making cute noises. So let's get started. First thing, Abyss does not open until you hit a certain point in the game. You have to clear the story mode. I think it's like 17, 18. I'm not sure. But it's not until like midish game that you actually get to do Abyss. And when you do start doing Abyss, it doesn't drop very good runes. It's going to drop the common runes. Let me show you real quick. It's going to drop I don't even have any common runes right here, but it's gonna drop the green runes, and you'll be lucky to get these blue runes. What you want to go for early game is this energy gathering rune. You want to get one of these on your DPS as soon as possible, because it's early game. Even now, like I still put like almost all my units have one of these. And then the enchantment rune, some of the units have this rune also, and this is a really good one early and late game. It's just really easy to get, really easy to upgrade. These only come in blue, this one and this one, so yeah. Once you try to get those are going to be your first two runes that you're going to try to get. Because the purples and the golds, they don't even drop for me. Golds don't drop for me, but the purples won't start dropping until you get to the later chests. So, when you disenchant the runes, I'll show you after we do the Abyss. So let's do the Abyss real quick. Quick thing before we get started. You want to equip all your heroes with runes that are good for the Abyss. So like right here, an example, I always change out her runes. Right now she has Dementing rune. That does nothing for Abyss, because it stacks when enemies get killed. The Abyss monster boss doesn't get killed, so this is not going to work. So I always switch this out with, like, I take out his rune, his energy gathering rune, and then I put it on her. So as you can see, like the rune I'm gonna be using her, it's gonna be this rune because it's gonna stack. This is gonna stack. I use her. She's just gonna be healing. This is her runes. I use her. All these work. All those runes work. I use her. All those runes work in Abyss. I use him. These runes work in Abyss. This is a decent one also, for Armor Pierce. Really easy rune to get. And you get the picture. Just don't use runes that don't work on there. So like if I can find some, I use him in there.
Wake up, it's 8:20 a.m.
Sorry, my wife's phone is ringing. So then, yeah, that's quick little tip. Just use runes that synergize. I see a lot of people that use runes that have nothing to do with being used in Abyss. I'll show you examples right here. Like, for example, we can click on her. A lot of people do this. I'm surprised he even had the good runes. Like right here, I don't like this rune for Abyss. I don't know why a lot of people use this rune. Increases attack damage by 160 and will not restore energy when casting basic attacks. So you basically don't get to use your ult at all, but you get a little bit more. You get more basic attack damage. I don't think it's worth it because really you're doing your damage when you do your ult. Like the other one where you lose health, that one's better than that one when it comes to Abyss. So yeah, let me show you an example of people using wrong runes though. Let's just go to her. Right here, it's not really good for Abyss. This is not really good for Abyss. If you stack that one and I know someone that usually uses it. Let me see. Like some people. It's pretty early, so not that many people have done it yet. So I can't show you too many examples. Like this guy, I don't know what he's doing. Dispels buffs on allies. This is a terrible rune for Diana. And this one too. It's just a lot of people have weird runes on here, or just in their characters in general, that doesn't really synergize with Abyss or the character in general. But what I'm gonna use as a friend, we're gonna use this guy's Seller, because he has all his gear maxed up. He has this rune that works great every time the character uses his energy skills, which is like his ult and stuff. He gains energy, so he uses ult more, so he does more damage. And then the same thing with this, a ranger rune. I have all my rangers in there, so they're gonna do more damage, just stacks. So then you always want to set your lone. So I just usually put like my strongest DPS in there, and so people can use it just like I use other people. People are gonna use mine. But yeah, let's go back to this guy. And he's in my guild. He's pretty strong. I usually use him. Yeah, Papa. So then you also want to look at the buff of that week, and luckily it's Rangers increases by 15, and well, I have Rangers, so that works out for me. So you go here and you're gonna start like this is my comp for the Abyss, so I literally have like all my strong Rangers, except I just got my Seller usable, but I don't want to swap her out with anybody yet because all my other ones are still stronger. And I use Lucia. I use 2 priests, and then everybody else is a ranger. I use Marg to keep everybody alive, and then I um never mind, I did put my Seller in there, because that was Soda in for the Seller, and then I put her in there and she was doing more DPS, so there you go. And since we got the attack buff to 15% Ranger, then I'm going with the Rangers, because sometimes you have attack buff for assassins and it's better to put the assassin, like one assassin in, but all my Rangers are pretty strong. So we're gonna start. Do we? Yeah. And yeah, you just let them do their little thing. The higher you go, the better the chest is. So early on, like I said, you're not gonna get good chests. So you're gonna be lucky if you get like a blue rune. You're mostly gonna get green runes, and that's okay. Like you're slowly gonna get stronger, and you're slowly gonna build up your rune, um, like how many runes you got available to you. Save all your good runes, and use your bad runes as food. And then I'll show you another little trick that I like to do once we get done with this with the runes, like how to maximize their buffs and all that. As you can see, my Diana's a beast. I love Diana. People say she falls off, but I'm pretty late game and she's still my strongest unit. She hits like a truck. Her autos hit like a truck. Her ult hits like a truck. She's tanky. I mean, she heals. She has leash damage that heals her. She's just good, man. I love her. I'm trying to get my chest to 22, but you know, I'm still quite a bit off. It's getting there. It's getting there. A little bit above half. I'm curious onto what level. If anybody is getting gold runes, let me know what chest you got to get to. Because right now I'm currently just getting purple, which is my max. So normally I just let me check. I don't remember if I changed her rune because that's like the only one I normally have to change. Yeah, I did. Okay. So then after I do that, I call it good, and then I just repeat it. And there's the purple runes I'm talking about. I got this one, and then I got this one. Usually disenchant both of them. And we do it again. I like to get as many runes as possible. And then I like to use the gear and all that because it's not red gear and you shouldn't be using any of this gear unless you don't have anything better. And then I just use it on like what I need to upgrade. So right here, you just use it to upgrade some stuff. You always get some gear that you don't need in that. So just use it to upgrade, to level up your gear. Okay. And then let's go here. Now that we've done the abyss, I just I usually disenchant all the green ones, unless you're just starting off. If you're just starting off and those are the only runes you can get, I would use either this one on your tank, or the best one to use on your tank early off is this one. It gains a shield of your max percent for 10 seconds at the beginning of the battle because you want your tank to stay alive. I'm sorry about my son. He's being cute over there. For 10 seconds in the battle. So there's that. And then if you're going for DPS and you only have the green ones, I would go for this one. But really, you want to go for this one and this. But yeah. So I usually just disenchant all the green ones. and then I disenchant all the blue ones that I'm not going to use. And I usually keep like I disenchant these also, but lately I'm gonna keep them just because I'm gonna do the same thing with purples as I'm doing with blues over here, which I'll tell you right now. So I didn't get any this time, but sometimes you get like more of these, more of these, and more of these. And then what I do is I go to the Rune Ascension. I can't show you an example because I don't have any extras right now. I can do it like in these. So like what I do is like I go here, like picture this being a blue one. See, I can't even do that because I don't have any of the purple thingies. But I max out their thing and try to get better buffs. Like I'll show you where I did it. Like here I maxed this one out, and it took a lot of tries. And then like if you don't get like a good ascension, then I just disassemble them because I have many of them, and then I use that essence to do another one until I get like the best buffs, which takes a lot of copies, but you'll eventually get it once you get to late game. See, like they all have good, like he has crit attack, she has a max crit attack, he has crit attack, she has crit HP, crit skill damage up, crit. Like it's all they're all very good because I did that process lots of times. And that's what you want to do. You want to keep the good ones, and then keep rolling the ascensions until you get the good ascensions on them. You want to do that for all of them, but obviously it's way harder to do that in legendaries because you only get a limited legendaries. Like I only got these, and obviously I've disenchanted some so I can buff up those, but yeah, you don't get that many, so it's hard to do with legendaries, but you can do it. Like at my stage, I can do it with the purples, and then I can do it with the blues. So that's a little tip right there to get some good ascensions and to get a little edge on your enemies. And yep, that's gonna be it for the Abyss. I'll talk about runes in another video because my son is getting a little crazy over here and being cute. And yeah, just stay tuned. I'm gonna make an actual rune video, which runes to use and all that, on which characters and which runes are good, probably in another video. But all I wanted to do was talk about Abyss. One last thing, I showed you like a comp for Rangers, so then I can show you like a little bit of something of what you use if you're using assassins, or the assassin buff was there. So like Lucia is amazing in Abyss because of her talents where she marks something and then everyone attacking it does extra damage to it. Everyone attacking the enemy heals. She just marks them, and then whoever she marks, which is the boss, everyone does more damage on them. So she's amazing, and she does damage herself. Like she's a really high DPS priest. If your units are dying, which mine do if I don't have Morg, that's why I have her in there. She's basically just a healer, and she also gives attack buff. Let's see here. If you're going assassins, Bell is pretty good. He does a lot of single target damage. If you got yours if you've worked on yours, he's good for assassins. Let's see. Veiga wouldn't be that bad because she gives a buff, increases the attack and the energy of a person. So if you worked on her, she wouldn't be bad in there. Like I said, assassins. Sota would be a good assassin to throw in there. I used to actually use him like until like 2 days ago. He was in my comp, but now I'm using Seller. Obviously, I forgot about that because I literally just changed him yesterday. So he's not bad in there. If you're using assassins, you can go for Terrence, obviously, and you can use Flora if you don't have Morg as a healer. But everybody should have Morg, so. And then Gar as an assassin. If you're using assassin, he's amazing. And Ramno. He's going to be your highest DPS in there, and he's amazing if you're using assassins. And you could also use Olivia in there if you have one. If I had a built-up Olivia, I would probably replace her with Morg, because this girl's going to give you more energy. She's going to give everybody more energy. So everybody's going to use their ults more. So you're going to do more DPS. But mine is really bad. So, yeah. But definitely I would replace Olivia with Morg. Because I'm sure your units would stay alive if you have Olivia. And they're going to have a lot more energy. So, another hero that's good for Abyss is Sinclair. So if you're using a mage, especially when there's a mage buff going on in the Abyss, he does really good damage. But his main reason you would want to use him is this. When the battle begins, increases attack speed of 5 allies, so everyone, by 2% every 8 seconds for 8 seconds, and then it stacks up. And then eventually it's right here, it lowers the cooldown, and then the attack speed is increased by 5, stacks up 5 times, so that's like 25% speed. So you'll do a lot of everybody will be attacking more, thus doing more DPS. But mine's not that good. See, mine's only 2-star, and he was dying, so he was dying in the boss, so I can't really use him when I was trying to use him. I'll do some tests later to see if like he's worth it, but I only need one more to 5 purple star him. So yeah, and then this is my Olivia. She dies too, so I can't use her. She's too low. So yeah, those are some alternative characters you can use in there if you're using assassins, or just good characters for the Abyss in general. And that's gonna be it. Thank you guys, and enjoy. Later.